It's between 3-0 and 3-1.
All right, well, let's see if the new car smell pays off for Luminosity, or will OpTic Gaming thrive yet again. Let's send it over to our casters. Take it away.
All right, thanks, Golden Boy. I'm here with none other than Ghost Yami. Let's kick
baby.
it off with Lethal. And you know what? While we're at it, let's get some chicken tendies here in the Twitch chat to kick this thing off the right way. That sniper is still up, and it looks like it did go into the hands of one of the players here on OpTic Gaming, which is Royal 2. Lethal giving him some cover fire, trying to help him stay alive just a bit longer. Royal 2 misses the no-scope, and that flag is already going to be moving, surprisingly enough, and that's already at the 50-yard line. 2 down for OpTic Gaming. That player about to be the 4th player down, 3 down for OpTic Gaming. Look at this flag just still out there. That flag is on the move. Victory X is already back over by his fridge, moving that flag back into the base. Victory X, capping flag number 1, gets his face ripped off right as he does it, but it doesn't matter. They go up 1-0. Ghost, what do you
Unbelievable flag run right there out of Victory X. I mean, what a veteran move. You looked at Royal 2. We had his POV up for the entire time, and it looked like he was trying to stop the run, but just too much, and he just didn't make it happen. So now you see Royal 2 just hiding over in his cave, trying to, you know, make something happen, trying to get a couple picks so that he can push out Snipe side, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Right, you are staying alive back here, just letting his teammates kind of initiate this push as he's just going to pick off players. Spots a player, gives away his position in doing so. Down to 1 shot, getting a little bit advantageous here. Still able to stay alive. There you see Snakebite to the rescue to tag team the player over here with the battle rifle. Royal 2 is going to get perfect and get taken down, and Snakebite is going to fall as well. What kind of push are you seeing here, I guess, Ghost, from this LG squad? I
mean, it looks like right now they decided to play a little bit of defense. Obviously, we saw a few guys on OpTic Gaming pushing over on the snipe side of the map, trying to make something happen, but now we're staying on board with Ninja. This guy is so good, but unfortunately gets taken out by Royal 2 over on the Red Bridge. But hey, man, I mean, 2 minutes in, you're up 1-0 against OpTic Gaming, the reigning champs. It's a pretty good feeling for Luminosity Gaming.
It feels like we've seen Royal 2 just sitting on the snipe side literally the entire time he's been alive. He died over here. We come back to him, and he's back in the same exact spot. Over to Sane with the sniper. Like you said, they're playing a little bit defensively. Do you like this play?
I mean, with 2 bullets left in the sniper rifle, it's not necessarily a bad play. It looks like they're trying to turtle, get those kills, and they did. 2 picks, and now you're going to see players pushing out. I believe that's Ninja running the flag. Yes, it is, and he narrowly escapes some shots, but gets cleaned up by a rocket. I think that was Frosty. It was. Let's hop on board with him. He's out of rockets, but managed to get the flag return.
There you see it, Frosty now putting up some pressure alongside his teammates. But look at that, Snakebite and Lethal go down. That's going to be 3 down for OpTic Gaming. Last guy alive, Royal 2. Victory X seems spotted him. Trippy will finish off Royal 2, but Victory X gets cleaned up from behind. Sniper is on the come up here in 3 seconds as well. So you're going to need to see LG get a hold of this if they want to try and get a little bit of an easier time trying to get a flag, just trying to get these power weapons.
Oh, yeah, and the sniper is up. Saiyan is well aware of it. It's right above him, but it looks like it fell in the hands. I believe that's Lethal. Or let's move over to him.
Down that player to 1 shot, finishes off Lethal. There you go, LG trying to keep up this pressure. Battle rifle down here by the bottom of the lift. Let's stay here with Ninja, though, as he's making his push across the center of the map. Look at this, 2 more players pushing across, but Victory X is going to go down. Ninja trying to get over here towards the left side of the map, but all of his teammates are just going down one right after the other. He's able to pick up a kill on Lethal, but just kind of down to this lower part of the map. Really hard to get a good sightline on any players right now. Ninja gets no scope, finished off by Snakebite as well. So we're going to see that sniper stays in the hands of OpTic Gaming. But with Zane, what a stick. 2 down for both teams here, LG and OpTic Gaming. That sniper, I believe, still had some ammo. Lethal now backing up with the rockets as well.
And yes, that sniper does have ammo, and it's in the hands of Frosty. This guy is lethal with it. Obviously, he's one of the best snipers in the game. Royal 2, another phenomenal sniper, but this guy is so damn good. Obviously, when you hit someone in the head with that sniper, they go down extremely quick. And I mean, look at that shot. Perfect no-scope, does not clean it up right away, and because of that, Trippy takes him down. Let's hop on board with him.
Trippy, he immediately goes down from a rocket by Lethal. Just a lot of slays happening back and forth right now A little bit of another deja vu moment here from Royal 2, but LG is going to call him out on that move. Have a perfectly placed grenade just waiting for him. Nice little 1v1.
Whoa.
Gets a little bit risky there for Trippy. You know that feeling. Sometimes when that player starts to get that shot back on you and you're just like, I got to hit this shot, man. I got to hit it.
Got to hit it. He thankfully clutched that because, you know, when you lose that battle, it puts a lot of pride into the other team's hands, man, and then they start moving. But it looks like 2 down right now from Luminosity Gaming. Lethal, 1 rocket left as he moves up to the bridge. That's another player down. Royal 2 is just slaying. But it looks like Saiyan managed to get out of the base, stay alive, goes for a sticky grenade. This guy is just, he's squirrely. It's unbelievable.
He's still alive. Where did he go? He literally disappeared. He's David Blaine. He's gone. He's got a kill on Royal 2.
And he's going for the flag return. Oh my goodness, but Lethal actually gets the double kill on Ninja, but Ninja was able to return the flag before Lethal grabbed it, and now still it looks like Luminosity Gaming is on the respawn as the slays are just coming in from OpTic Gaming.
This is the push they needed. They are on the descent here, trying to get in. Frosty with the snipe kill. Ninja staying alive, but he'll get finally taken down for the double by Frosty. Slay after slay, like you said. Here we go. OpTic Gaming on the move. Rockets are up. You got a player spawning behind Frosty. He's going to go down. That's going to be 2 down for actually only 1 down still for OpTic Gaming. As Snakebite stays alive, he'll get this flag.
Oh!
Almost back in. He's able to get it. Safely get that flag back as he's getting shot across the map, tying up the game 1-1.
Yeah, that was a big run right there from Snakebite. A little bit unorthodox, right? We saw him go on top of the bridge. Then he realized from a call out that there was someone pushing from cave, so he elected to go in front of the base, goes under the silver. Just a little bit odd, but still managed to secure the cap, tying it 1-1.
Sniper in the hands of Ninja. Let's see if Ninja's going to be able to do anything. No, he is going to take that sniper right off the map. Honestly, I kind of like that play. It looked like he was surrounded, nowhere to go. Gets rid of the sniper off the map, but doesn't look good here because OpTic Gaming making their push back into the base. Again, 3 down for LG. Lethal with the rockets. Where's the last player at? Looks like they may be over by their elbow right now. Lethal trying to find out where these players are spawning. Picks up a kill. Looking for another one. Looks like they left that cave spawn open, so all those players spawned here over by the cave and by the lift. So look at this, 3 down for LG. Last player, Sane, getting shot by Sane right now. Last player, can he get this flag back? It looks like nobody is going to be in range to stop this flag as OpTic Gaming captures the second one, going up 2-1.
I mean, Lethal did that nearly single-handedly, right? We saw him push into the base, grabbing the rockets, and then and just moving over and trying to get some kills. Royal 2 ended up getting cleaned up in the cave, and Lethal made a heads-up play, right? Grabbing the flag, pushing out, and then you saw Snakebite and Frosty come in with the cavalry, clean up some more kills, and that's a cap, man. 2-1, they're up.
Lethal now pushing up as he's got Royal 2 near the bridge. He's got Snakebite pushing around the
Oh,
bottom.
bucket rocket.
Bucket rocket. Oh! Some nice help there from OpTic to keep Lethal alive. Now they're making the push in. That's going to be 2 down for LG. Killing spree for Lethal. Look at this. This kill feed is just LG down right after the other. And Snakebite, just another David Blaine move here.
I mean, there were some magicians out there for sure.
The 3rd flag, taking game number 1. But LG definitely putting up a good fight, getting that first flag cap and holding on strong. But OpTic Gaming really came to play.
Oh, yeah. I mean, OpTic Gaming, we just saw them kick it into high gear near the end of the game. At first, it was kind of a back and forth, right? We saw Luminosity Gaming secure the first flag cap and then try and play a little bit defensive, which we haven't seen too much really in the 2017 season or even in the last Halo World Championship seasons. I know back in fall finals we did see a lot of turtling and a lot of kind of bunkering up, but so far we really haven't seen that too much. So I'm not really sure if LG decided to take it slow after the first cap, and maybe that's kind of what met their demise. But when you look at the stats over on OpTic Gaming, I mean, Snakebite 19-11, Lethal also 19-11. These guys are just doing unbelievable work.
Yeah, and then you talk about, did they kind of turtle up after that first cap? It felt like they did. It felt like they were like, hey, we got the lead, let's slow it down, and OpTic Gaming really kind of punished them for that. When you look at the power weapon kills, let's go over to that slaying department here. You've got 7 power weapon kills, and we saw a lot of snipers and a lot of rockets in the hands of OpTic Gaming, and only 1 power weapon kill here from LG. Although, I mean, they did have that early cap, but to keep that flow going, you got to keep control of the map. You can't expect the game to end 1-0. Not saying they did, but OpTic Gaming is a top-tier team, so they kind of throw you off balance a little.
Oh, 100%. And it looked like just textbook, gameplay coming out from OpTic. We saw them tie it up 1-1, and then OpTic just took over Snipe's side of the map. They rarely went over to Rocket side unless they were trying to, just help out a little bit. But it was really, really flawless gameplay from OpTic Gaming over on the Sniper Tower side of the map.
Yeah, and another thing I got to point out, OpTic Gaming does a great job at just like realizing those openings. When they're always putting on that pressure. Once they get 1 or 2 dead, you better believe OpTic Gaming is pushing into your base. So you better believe that they're going to be coming soaring across the map. They're going to be flying at you. But let's take a look at the series layout here. Taking game number 1, that was actually 3-1 in favor of OpTic Gaming. Going into the next one, we're going to have Regret Slayer. So a lot of focus going to be around the Plasma Caster, around the Plasma Pistol, and obviously around that Overshield at bottom middle. And sometimes teams kind of forget about that stuff, especially when you don't have a coach reminding you about, hey, Overshield's coming up. And we've seen Clutch. He's a previous player, previous pro player, so he's really good at kind of keeping these OpTic Gaming guys on top of that stuff and not forgetting about it. Yeah,
100%. I think that this is a chance for Luminosity to kind of find their stride. You talk about the players on that team, and they really do have some of the best pistol shots as far as I'm concerned, namely Saiyan and Victory X, these guys, and even the other two as well. Trippy and Ninja has some great shots, but just laying down that type of fire in a Regret Slayer game type can be huge. It can make all the difference. And with the new radar changes, Regret is a completely different game mode. When you look at how players used to kind of control the tops of the map and really just use the radar to their advantage to, get all the information, what's going on down low. Well, now they don't have that luxury. They actually have to drop down. They have to chase kills, and they have to make those decisions to do that. So it is a little bit different. We might see maybe a little bit of a turnaround in the series, but right now, OpTic Gaming, the way they ended that game, man, they looked like they found each other real quick.
Definitely. And looking at that, I hope we have this Saiyan David Blaine move where he just disappears. That plasma grenade explodes and he's gone. You have no clue where he goes.
Yeah, he did. He threw. It was a ninja vanish, I think, is what it was from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But regardless, just the Houdini of Halo 5, and he just really knows what he's doing.
Lethal picking up a great kill there, but yeah, just look at this. Every time we're looking at OpTic Gaming, it feels like they just had control of the snipe side. Here's another clip. Lethal with the rockets, just keeping that control. And they're always kind of bouncing back and forth from that cave and from that elbow, keeping those players spawning and at those corners nonstop. And you never really see them make the mistake of kind of overboarding it and having a guy at cave and at elbow. You always see them leaving that one area open for them to spawn.
Which I think is something that we don't touch on enough, Mike, is the fact that when you look at OpTic Gaming, their positioning around the map, it's not just to help out teammates. It's not just to run the flag. It's really to control the game. They edge out those spawns, like you say. They purposely push Sniper Tower to get control of cave so that they force those spawns over into corner. A lot of teams still push up into rocket corner, forces spawns on the flag, forces spawns bottom middle. Just those little mistakes in positioning that seem like you're trying to help out a teammate, it actually ends up messing over a flag run. So big plays coming out from OpTic Gaming in that last one. But moving on to Regret Slayer.
All right, let's kick it off with Slayer on Regret. Plasma Caster up at top pink. Let's kick it off with Saiyan. Fairly new addition to the squad still. Trippy is the newest addition, though. So still trying to work out things. Wow, what a play there from Snakebite. Saiyan.
Oh,
so we'll
my,
go over to Snakebite. Picks up the double. Really like this play. He just leaves that player. He doesn't force it, doesn't charge that player. He knows he doesn't need to. He's going to have a teammate finish up the kill. That's going to be Lethal. Great communication. That's constantly what we see out of these guys here on OpTic Gaming. Their communication literally takes them so far. Sometimes they may have a sloppy shot, but honestly, in reality, these guys all have really good individual shots, but it's their teamwork and their communication, their reaction time to quickly execute on a call-out and immediately help out their teammate is what takes them so far, and you know that.
Oh, 100%.
Being a past player as well.
Their communication is damn near flawless. When we watch a lot of scrims, right, and we have the luxury of hearing these guys talk, they're just so calm, cool, and collected, right, and because of it, it really bodes well for the small talk on the team. But yeah, when you look at Snakebite, the plays that he just made right there with Overshield, just lurking. I mean, it's you know, over a minute into the game, and it's 6-3 right now. So when you look at that type of stuff, you just got to notice that this game it's already slowed down quite a bit. And I mean, it looks a little bit rough for Luminosity Gaming, to say the least.
Right, you are. Well, let's jump into observer mode right now and see what Victory X. You know what? Let's stay and move over to Ninja here, as he's trying to help out his teammate over here, Saiyan, making a move over by top car. He's got players from OpTic Gaming. Just look at this, all over the top of the map, just jumping around top car, flying and soaring around everywhere. Lethal down to one shot. He's going to be able to pick up that kill, though. Let's keep taking a look here in Observer Victory X across the map with the battle rifle. And we're going to see a lot of players pick up the BR now. Because, I mean,
it has
cross map.
Yep, great cross map ability, right? I mean, we talk about not only does it have that extra red reticle range on the pistol, but that BR burst, it keeps you descoped for a long amount of time when just firing back. And frankly, it's just a little bit easier to shoot than that Magnum.
Right, you are. Well, over to Lethal as he is using the bolt shot. We don't see too much of this happen too often. Picks up a kill on Trippy. That overshield comes flying in. Takes a shoulder right to the face. He goes down. Frosty, though, picking up a few shots over here at top mid. But, you know, LG's not too far behind, 15-10. But like you always say, Slayers don't really start until you hit about that 30-kill mark.
Oh, yeah. And when that 30-kill mark happens, it's either a close game or it's a blowout. And, you know, we've seen some comebacks, namely from OpTic Gaming, actually. But when you talk about a regret Slayer, it is very, very hard to come back from a large deficit.
Frosty running into two players here, but look at this, just staying alive for a long amount of time, making Ninja have to come over and fight this player.
No.
Royal 2, oh no, with the ground pound. Sane picking up a kill on Royal 2 as well, 18-14. I mean,
wow.
when OpTic Gaming is pulling off stuff like that, I mean, you know they're trying to be a little bit fancy, going for some flashy stuff.
Oh, definitely. And now look at that. I mean, it looks like LG caught up because of it. I mean, Saiyan manages to stay alive, bottom red. He grabs the combo, and now he has the battle rifle as well. And, I mean, this plasma pistol, it shreds shields. It has a amazing homing ability, and the red reticle range to have that tracking, I mean, it's extremely far in Halo 5. So this is a very, very crucial pickup on Regret Slayer.
Now we're seeing a push here from LG towards the blue side of the map. Player drops down. He's going to get that player down to one shot, but two down for OpTic Gaming. LG takes the lead, 21-20. Now Sane trying to move across the map and keep that pressure up. Regret always being that map where you have to keep up that aggression. Sane is leading this charge right now here on this side of the map. He's got a few players on the pink side.
Wow.
Leads the charge, picks up the combo kill. Nice little combo kill.
Yeah, that was and I also got to note that he purposely decharged that, or, you know, stopped charging that plasma pistol. I mean, he didn't want to give away the audio cue of charging that up, and then he recharges it. Snakebite completely unaware, gets caught off guard. Just another heads-up play from Stan. This guy is he's doing some work for his team.
Overshield goes into the hands of OpTic.
Ooh, that's a hard jump.
Some nice jumps here from Sane, doing some rock.
You think that's easy, man? But let me tell you, you go home and practice that jump, and it takes a little bit to get used to. It's hard.
Some shots here at top mid. LG still hanging on. Very surprising, not surprising, but definitely impressive that these guys are able to kind of hang on and bring us back. And we're going to see if they can kind of hold on here around that 30-kill mark. Trippy's going to go down, though, from Lethal. Nice clutch kill from him. Lethal always just making some epic moves here. He's going to hang back, get some sight lines across the map. And when you look at Lethal, he's always moving towards a teammate. He moves over towards Car. He's got a teammate over here, looks across the map, trying to help out a teammate over there.
Yep.
Just looking for any moment or any area where he can help out a teammate. Look at this, a perfect execution of a 2v1.
Yeah, I mean, and it was unfortunate that Snakebite actually was able to get cleaned up right there. But we're going to hop on board now, with Ninja. Just doing his best to stay alive over here in the blue base. I don't think he's aware. Now he is that someone's under the base, but he dropped down a little bit too early as Snakebite was very well prepared. So let's hop on board with him.
Snakebite back, gets a nice finish there on Trippy. Wow,
Whoa.
Down. Two distractions.
I don't know if I've seen that in tournament play. That was pretty impressive. Snakebite just, clearly is sending out some pheromones or something, just attracting all of the LG players. I mean, now. Snakebite trying to get top mid. That caster is about to spawn on top of the pink tower. So Snakebite and the rest of OpTic Gaming are trying to set up for it. But as soon as that comes up, they're going to be moving over for that overshield bottom mid.
Yeah, you see them all kind of falling around bottom mid. Double kill there. That's 2 down for LG, 2 down for OpTic Gaming. They got to get in a sight line here around bottom mid. Look at this. I mean, you got Snakebite just right on top of Overshield. No player really nearby. Finally, Trippy gets the shots on him, takes him down. I believe that OS went into the hands of Lethal, though. So Lethal was able to get away with that. Still has full OS. So 41-35. Definitely the OS you needed to get here on LG, but OpTic just showing why they are such a powerful team. They make sure that those moments go in favor of them.
And not only that, but when you look at Royal 2, this guy actually has the plasma pistol as well. So they made sure to do their homework. They went and grabbed that plasma pistol before the overshield came up so that there was no way for Luminosity Gaming to counter it had they secured it. And sure enough, you still have Lethal. I mean, he's had this overshield for quite some time now, and it's still there. But 2 down right now for OpTic Gaming. Lethal might get cleaned up. This could be a turnaround right now for Luminosity Gaming as now Ninja makes a huge play.
Only down by 2 kills here. Ninja with the plasma caster. You've got Sane with the carbine as well. Let's see what type of play they're going to be able to make here. You've got OpTic Gaming kind of trapped in the red base across the map. Snakebite gets a hit on Ninja with that grenade, but look at this. All players here from OpTic Gaming, well, 3 players here from OpTic Gaming stuck inside the base. Picks up some plasma damage here. A nice epic battle, but Snakebite taking down Ninja 44-41. Big kill there from Sane with the carbine. Getting shot and trapped here over by the car side from top middle. Get some more shots here on the guy top mid, 44-42. And the combo. We've got Overshield possibly coming up here soon as well. We may even get to it.
Yeah, this is wild. I mean, it looks like all of Luminosity Gaming just chased down bottom middle. I mean, that was so hard to watch in such a close game. I think it was almost tied at one point, and now Snakebite and the rest of OpTic Gaming push out and regain control of the map at such a crucial point in the game.
Yeah, that's going to be 48-43 now. Victory X charging out, trying to pick up a kill. He's going to get cleaned up, and that will be it. OpTic Gaming taking game number 2. OpTic Gaming just showing that they are able to keep their composure and just keep their focus on those important points of the match, whether that's overshield or, like you said, going for that plasma pistol right before the overshield comes up. So they know that they're not going to get plasma pistoled with that OS.
It's a big deal, right? When you talk about the reason this plasma pistol is placed on these maps, especially with the overshield, it's not only to drain shields, but it's to drain that overshield. And when you get a fully charged blast on it, I mean, it takes everything away. Same thing with the plasma grenade stick, right? So OpTic Gaming, I swear, they are the best players at really being mindful at picking up that plasma pistol, whether it's on Plaza, Regret, so on and so forth. These guys, it seems like it's really maybe even a coach's thing where Clutch might be saying go for the plasma pistol because, I mean, it's just time and time again that they are just so focused on it. And I got to give them props for it, man.
Got to give a shout-out to Lethal here with 15 assists. Yeah, he might not
He went
always
negative,
be,
though.
He went negative, but he might not always be the flashiest player. He might not always be the main slayer on the team, but he's definitely making that dirty work happen, whether it's doing the objective or just being that guy putting down a lot of shots and a lot of cover fire. He's kind of people always talk about Royal 2, and people always talk about Frosty, but Lethal he's one of the most important keys to this team. I mean, without any one of these guys, they greatly lose one of their star players, and it really hurts them. I mean, Lethal, it contributes so much, and Snakebite as well. But yeah, sometimes I think we just need to give some love for Lethal.
Oh yeah, and I mean, when you talk about Lethal actually and Snakebite, we saw Snakebite just waltz in and grab that first overshield and just sneak out with it. We saw him grab another overshield like that, and then we saw Lethal grab one too. And because of those 3 overshield pickups, I think we only saw 1 falling in the hands of Luminosity Gaming. I mean, those are the things that separate these teams. You're talking about a game like Halo, an arena-style game, and you know there's always going to be some evenly matched players, some good teamwork, some good shots. But it comes down to being able to control the map, being able to control the power weapons, the power-ups on the map. And right now, OpTic Gaming is firing on all cylinders as they move into this game number 3, Strongholds on Eden.
Right, you are. You see Ninja here now, talking shop, talking strategy with his team. Definitely always kind of trying to be that vocal leader of his squad. Sane really putting down some some mainstays in the killing department there in that last game. You know, Sainz, he's one of the younger guys, and you can always expect him to be kind of on point on his game. You just got to try and get this whole team together. And even though these guys, Victory, Ninja, are kind of veteran players, you really have to get that team together to make sure they're having that teamwork consistently. It's easy to always look at OpTic Gaming and just be like, yeah, they're the most consistent team. They do this right. They do this right. It's not as easy as they make it look. You see so many other teams strive for what OpTic Gaming is. But we are going into game number 3, Strongholds on Eden. Ghost, who do you want to kick it off with?
I say we kick it off, you know, with the legend himself, Mr. Victory X. I mean, this guy has been playing Halo for so long, and here he is again in 2017, coming to play yet again. And we're going to see him go for this blue bend. Actually, a little bit of a fake. I think that he saw 2 of his members die. Another guy was grabbing that overshield, and he just got out of there as quickly as possible. Somehow manages to sneak a kill. It's the attention to detail, folks. I mean, how does Victory X manage to get that situation in his hands? Backwax Frosty on that overshield, and now it looks like, I mean, blue bend and top catwalk are falling in the hands of LG.
3 of his teammates were dead, and he made that happen. 3 of his teammates were dead, and he made that happen.
That's the type of guy he is, man. I mean, I remember Narrow CTF, he did the same thing. It's like every single time this guy plays a Halo game, he knows what to do in those sticky situations.
All right, over to Sane as he's trying to get some control here at top catwalk, but OpTic is making sure that they are keeping him out of that top catwalk. So OpTic is now going to start putting some points on the board. Sane taking it slow, waits for his teammates to kind of push up over here, trying to find any sneakers. He does find Snake, but that lethal coming in to finish up the kill, finishes up. Actually, Frosty finishes up that second one. And look at that collapse over by the security.
And that collapse is something that we haven't seen for a long time in Halo. I mean, for the last year, we've played with, you know, the older radar that we launched with. And this new radar does not show the base movement when you're moving on screen. So we saw Lethal just do some great work right there, right? We saw him actually, you know, grab, you know, the battle rifle, push under the base, under security, and then just sandwich that player with Snakebite over in security. So just a great play out of them.
Definitely. Now Victory trying to just make sure they do not lose blue bend, backing up a little bit, trying to get his teammates up. He had Trippy down, so slowing it up a little bit. You got rockets coming up in 10 seconds as well. Frosty still with a rocket from those previous rockets. He'll get taken down across the map. Here you go. LG gets 2 down from OpTic Gaming. This is their opportunity to make a push. Ninja trying to keep that player at bay, down to 1 shot. They are able to get that nest stronghold. Now they're putting a few points on the board. Oh, yeah, and that overshield did spawn, but I believe it was Royal 2 who just managed to grab the camouflage, so let's hop on board with him. And it was Lethal who was able to grab the overshield. So we're going to stick on board, though, with Royal 2 right now. I mean, this is just a textbook type of, you know, rotation, right? They got both power-ups, and now they're waiting to see what LG does. Royal 2 picking up the perfect across the map. Just hanging out over here. Doesn't really need to do too much. His teammates are pushing up. He's just going to be hanging back with this camo right now. Let's see if he's going to be able to spot any players. He's got teammates pushing in from blue side. Now you see him start possibly to make his push up over to blue bend. Now he's just going to opt to get some shots. And, you know, sometimes, yeah, just getting those shots, that's a good amount of work that you could do for your team as they try and pick up a few kills. So actually, that will go into the hands of LG. Not able to finish up these 1 shots, and he's going to fall right down. I believe that was a player in the blue window. Royal 2 is going to get called out, taken down to 1 shot, still staying alive. Eric, what do you see, though? What does LG have to really focus on right now to kind of turn things around and swing it into their favor?
I think they just need to start really double capping these strongholds. Get 2 players in a stronghold, and it's only a 6-second cap. If you cap it by yourself, it's 10 seconds. And these guys, it looks like they keep solo capping, trying to make something out of nothing, and it's not working too much. But that's a triple cap now for LG as they are trying to claw back into this game. The triple cap means that you will get 2 points for every 3 seconds that this ticker is going. So obviously it's down to 2, unfortunately for LG, but they managed to claw back quite a bit, only down by about a 15, 14-point deficit.
We've got Overshield and Camo coming up, and Rockets as well. So this is going to be a pivotal moment here for LG if they can potentially get some control. But these pushes from OpTic are just, they're unparalleled. No team is able to stop these pushes right now from OpTic Gaming. We're going to see if Sane can maybe rally back. It looks like the Rockets went into the hands of Snakebite, though. and he has just got his eyes set on
Oh,
US.
no.
Oh, no, he gets stuck. Rockets go down. Nice little surprise down here. You can see that overshield, I believe, got burned. So the Rockets are in the hands of Ninja right now.
Yes,
Not sure.
that overshield was burned by Royal 2. But the camo is in the hands of none other than Frosty Man himself. This guy just doing his best to stay alive. He's just bobbing and weaving and somehow still taking nade damage, but gets cleaned up by the Ninja. This guy is just, he's putting in some work today.
Take a look at this scoreboard, though. 42-41. Now we're tied up 42-42. LG have brought themselves back into this game. Definitely was looking a little bit rough for them there, and they were able to kind of rally this back, along with that entire mess happening. You saw Snakebite get stuck by that plasma grenade, and sometimes getting those clutch plasma sticks, lucky or not, those can make a massive turn in the game. You've seen Victory X.
Oh,
that is
man.
Victory X. We all know and love. Taking down Lethal. Incredible plays from a veteran player. Victory X still staying alive.
Oh.
Super aware of his surroundings. Knows that a player was still nearby. 47-49. Victory X is not letting up. Pushing all the way to top catwalk. Just trying to keep this thing alive. It's got to stay alive a little bit longer. That is now captured.
No.
There you go. Tying it up 50-50.
That was unbelievable. I mean, what a mess. It looks like Victory X was surely going to lose that hill, but it looks like someone on the Luminosity Gaming roster was able to secure it, and now they have the lead on OpTic Gaming in this game number 3. And, I mean, hey, it's still very, very much possible for them to come back in this series, so you cannot count out Luminosity Gaming just yet.
Here we go. We've got Rockets coming up. We've got Overshield and Camo shortly after that as well. But look at this, LG not in position. Looks like you've got the guys on OpTic Gaming outside. That's going to be Frosty picking up these Rockets now as they slowly make their comeback to Luminosity 56-56. Now, I like how Frosty's really just kind of taking it slow. He really didn't have to do too much. Victory X pushed to him. He now gets the overshield pretty much uncontested, and now he's just kind of squirming around the map right now. Sane goes down as well. There's a player behind him, but
2016 Frosty
going to
would
be able to
dead,
finish
though.
off that player. Gets a nice little shoulder to the face of Ninja as well, but I mean, Frosty, I mean, he really just took it slow.
Wow.
Look at this. He's just kind of really positioning and moving
Strong
himself
side and
around the
away.
map very, very easily.
Yeah, that was quite a series of events right there from Frosty, as now Ninja manages to secure those Rockets in his hands for the Luminosity Gaming team. They still have control of 2 strongholds as the time is ticking up. They are about to pass OpTic Gaming yet again in this matchup, firing some long-range spanker rockets that Saiyan now cleans up, but it looks like he is just firing some great rockets. Royal 2 gets taken down. Let's hop on board with the young gun himself, Mr. Saiyan.
All right, Sane trying to stay alive here, but OpTic Gaming is going to be able to capture that second stronghold, and this is literally back and forth right now, just back and forth between these 2 teams. No team really able to get a solid setup and really like get a demanding lead after that early start in the game, but now Sane kind of flanking around right here. That's what that new radar is going to allow you to do, make those flanks. Still trying to stay alive, but 3 go down from LG. Trippy doing his best to stay alive, and OpTic Gaming now able to get the trip cap in full effect.
Oh, man, and this is not when you want that to happen if you're Luminosity Gaming. I mean, you're talking about 4 minutes left in this game, but not too many points left as it ticks away, and Frosty is just doing his best to control the blue attic, right? He wants to make sure that no players try and get that catwalk spawn, and he doesn't even really need to go for this kill, but, you know, being Frosty, he's going to do it anyways, and now Trippy manages to clean up that kill, but Lethal comes in and gets a big one. Snakebite off the respawn. I mean, they still have control of this map, Mike, and it could be the closer.
But Luminosity has got to get this overshield and this camo. They need to get this into their hands so they can have that advantage. They've got to make sure that they're trying to pick that up. I believe that's going to be Trippy now with the overshield. Let's see if he's going to be able to do anything with that, though. Saiyan on the other side, trying to help out and get this top catwalk. They're able to rally this back right now. Camo comes up. I believe, did he pick up Camo right as he died? Not too sure, but still, we're seeing LG make their comeback here right now as they push up to Nest. Trippy picks up a little bit of time here in this stronghold. OpTic Gaming across the map, but they are losing Catwalk and Blue Bend. So Trippy not in a great position right now. He's got to get some help. He's got to get up top fast. They lose the Catwalk. Trippy's leading the charge now with what little overshield he's got left. Eric, what do you see here?
I mean, I just saw Trippy go for that hill. I mean, I could have sworn that, you know, when you look at someone like OpTic Gaming, obviously OpTic Gaming wins that 100 to 82, but when you look at the players on OpTic Gaming, they don't just go for that hill. They go to push over the top cat. They worry about spawns first and ask questions later. They keep slaying, and unfortunately for LG, they were worried a little bit too much about that trip cap, and that was the end of the series for them, 3-0.
Yeah, OpTic Gaming, just like you said, when they got that trip cap towards the end of the game, that's really not the time you want to allow them to get that trip cap, because Frosty was blocking the blue attic spawn.
Yep.
And it's such a great spawn to block at that point in the game because they have no access to going for catwalk now. They're spawning outside, or if nobody from OpTic is in the security, then they're spawning in security, and they're kind of trapped in this small location. They got to kind of break free from there.
And with limited time, too, right? I mean, you're talking about you spawn outside, and you see a triple cap by OpTic Gaming, and your first instinct is to sprint, thrust, slide over to the nearest stronghold. And that's normally what OpTic wants you to do. They're waiting. They're throwing grenades. There's tons of things that they do to really set up for those spawn kills outside. And, yeah, they just looked like they closed that one out. We did see that come back a little bit. We saw Trippy grab the overshield, but they just did not snowball that enough into a win. And sure enough, that was the series for them.
Well, we were just talking about how Lethal is not always the main slayer of the team. Taking a look at these stats here, 20 kills from Lethal, the most on his team, but Snakebite really coming in hot with 17 kills and 17 assists. On top of that, 5 perfect kills, just showing how much individual skill Snakebite has when it comes to that individual shot.
Oh, yeah, not only that, but just looking at the power-ups that were grabbed on that map. I mean, you're talking about the overshield and the camouflage. We saw 8 of those power-up picks falling in the hands of OpTic Gaming, only 2 going to LG, and one of those was at the end of the game right there on Trippy. So, I mean, you're talking about a very, very, you know, outweighted type of play style right there when you're Luminosity Gaming kind of going up in an uphill battle against, you know, the reigning champs with every power-up. So it's something to be scared of, and sure enough, it was.
Well, now you can take a look at the stats here, what we were just talking about. The 20 kills from Lethal, 17 kills, 17 assists from Snakebite, and then the 5 perfect kills. Just completely on point. And like you were saying, the power weapon kills, the power-up grabs, just constant from OpTic Gaming.
And looking at the damage, Mike, I mean, it looks like Snakebite almost had double the damage of Royal 2. Royal 2 actually had less damage than the lowest player, Victory X, over on the LG side. So not really sure if he was just playing a role or if he was moving around the map. But regardless, just interesting to see those numbers. And at the same time, a little bit of a neg bomb there from Royal 2, too.
A negative KDA. But you know what? They won. So
they got the dub.
They got the W. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
That's what Sir Samurai used to say, too, right?
Bringing home the W. Yeah, that's all that matters. As long as you win, it doesn't matter. I mean,
oh, man. Shout out to old Sam.
You goose and you win? Does that count as a goose?
I mean, I remember Karma went, what was it, 0-20 and 10 or something? 0-20 and 10. He got 20 assists. It was a Warlock Team Slayer game. He went 0 and 10. And, I mean, I didn't consider it a goose.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can for sure. Good times. Back in the H2 days. Well, guys, that's going to be it from Ghost Yami and myself here at the caster desk. We're going to pass it on over to you, Golden Boy, over at the analyst desk.
All right, thank you so much, guys. And, yeah, I mean, you know, OpTic Gaming coming out looking dominant as always. You know, we saw some life out of LG at the start, felt good about them, but overall, OpTic Gaming just doing what OpTic Gaming does. Sims?
I mean, it's just textbook work, innit? Especially there's a few times, and I think we've mentioned it before on broadcast, Dave, like when OpTic Gaming, you put the back up against the wall and you start to think, oh, we can win this. You know, there's a little bit of a chance. All of a sudden, OpTic just says, nah, we're not having this. Okay, fair enough. We can see the mistakes that we're making. The ability for OpTic, for me, one of the most impressive traits of that team is the ability to flip a map. Like, literally, at the flip of a switch, they can be losing it, and all of a sudden, the team can just be completely wiped out. They can stop anyone in their tracks, flip the map, and slow the game down to their pace, or even speed it up. No matter what they do, whatever needs to be done to bring that game back, you know, and make that map theirs, OpTic just do it every time. Yeah,
it's incredible what we see from this squad. Let's take a look at some of the replays of that matchup there. Certainly a couple good moments, without a doubt. You know, on both sides, but OpTic Gaming, they were just so dominant. Walshy, want to bring you in on this one here and get your perspective on this. How do you feel about this OpTic team's performance?
They're just so good.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that they rarely make any massive mistakes. It feels like the times that they start to fall behind in the game, it's because someone's pulling off ridiculous plays. I mean, you saw right there where Victory has got a back smack on the overshield guy, or Snakebite got stuck while he's above the overshield spawn with rockets. Like, those are incredible plays from the members of Luminosity Gaming, more than they are mistakes from OpTic Gaming.
Yeah.
They just know how to capitalize in every single situation. Even just right there, Frosty doing a Spartan charge to save that extra rocket. Just so many great plays out of OpTic Gaming. But whole point being is when they do make, they make very few mistakes, but they do such a good job of capitalizing when a squad like Luminosity makes mistakes. Like Sim said, they have this opportunity with like Flims. I kind of like that name better.
Slims.
Wow.
They have this opportunity to like flip the map, or when they're in a situation where they should be getting spawn killed.
Yeah.
They allow someone like Ninja. He overextended a little bit on the Carbine side, and they picked him off, and they got out of that spawn slay on regret. Just one little misstep like that, OpTic finds and capitalizes on.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to play against that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
it's one of those things where like it happens and you're just like, come on, man, every time.
It also gets a little bit boring when, like, you know, we're supposed to sit here and explain the whole breakdown and stuff, but sometimes it's just really damn hard when you've got arguably the 4 best players in the game.